evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on wherever you're joining this call from. I'm speaking from Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. My name is Talatu, Bwai, and I want to welcome everyone on the call tonight. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's raining heavily here in Abuja. If you can hear me, just send a message, and then I will know if I'm going. Mr. Brian, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you quite well. Go right ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to welcome everyone on this call and to tell you that this is a special moment you'll be experiencing tonight. We have powerful, beautiful, strong ladies who have earned very good money in IMMERI, who have done so well, who have built large teams, and are going to be sharing their experience tonight. So before I introduce the speaker, I want to tell you to stay connected to your phone so that you don't miss any information that will transform your life tonight. And we have a very great mentor that everyone would love to have and work with. He has been such a great blessing in our life. He has touched so many lives around the world. I met him 2014 in Lagos when I was with one of my previous companies I've worked with. And just after the meeting, I was privileged to have him talk to me. And then he said so many things which I still make good use of tonight. I still make good use of up to this moment. And one of the things that inspired me about him is his humility, his willingness to help at every moment. Mr. Brian Louis has earned over $100,000 in just 18 months as at then when he started the business. And he became a diamond in that company because once you become a diamond, it is proven and certain that you can earn far more than that. And he has earned multiple six figures. He has done so well professionally. He's an IT specialist. Mr. Brian has been so helpful to me, to my team, to IMMERI Nigeria, IMMERI Ghana, and different countries are really benefiting from what he is doing. He's a passionate leader that put his heart into everything he's doing. For our guests joining this call tonight, I want you to know that you are about to hear from the man who has all the information you need, from the man who is a very great mentor in this industry, a powerful leader that will take you through the journey of what IMMERI is all about. And right after that, we're going to have these beautiful and amazing leaders share their stories. So please stay with us to the end of the call. I want to appreciate you all once more for joining this call. Stay tuned as I hand over this call to this powerful leader, Mr. Brian Louis. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Latubai. Amazing leader here at IMMERI. You know, I remember when we met for the very first time, I was simply blown away by your heart. And so here at IMMERI, it's just an absolute joy being here in this business with you right now. Thank you so much for opening our call, and thank you so much for opening your heart and encouraging me in this journey called IMMERI. Thank you so much. We'll be back with you. Stay tuned because we don't go too far because we'll be bringing you back on this call. Thank you so much. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to some. It's in the afternoon here where I am in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank God for technology. We're able to connect with people all over Nigeria, all over Ghana, all over the world. And so welcome to our guests and welcome to our members to our Super Saturday presentation. You know, I look forward to this presentation because as you heard Mr. Latubai indicate, we're going to have some powerful and amazing ladies on our call. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be the most, I think, the most impactful part of this presentation. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you the story. I'm going to tell you the story of IMMERI. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw IMMERI for the very first time, I heard it thanks to a beautiful relationship that I have with Mr. Talatu Bwai and my great friend, Mr. Akalegbere. You see, I trusted them that they would not hurt me. They would not knowingly bring me into a situation that would hurt me. And so for the guests that are here, I want you to rest assured that the person that invited you to come and take a look at this business, they're not going to hurt you. And so for me, I trusted my friends. I trusted the people that had taken a look at the presentation already and made a decision to be on this journey. We hope that as guests on today's presentation that you will do the same. Take a look at this business presentation and grasp hold of it with both arms. So let me jump into the presentation. I'm going to turn off my video so that you can pay attention to what I'm saying as well as the slides. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there are many, many reasons to start a brand new business. Some people want to spend more time with their family. Others want to simply increase their income. They're looking for more money. Perhaps you have a situation where you are looking to donate more, give more to your favorite charity. So I'm going to ask, what is your why? You know, in this business, in this industry, I hear people saying all the time, I just want to make money. You see, as long as you just want to make money, you'll never be successful. Every successful business person knew what they wanted to do with that money. Just as I'm sure you know what you want to do with that time. And so what is your why? What is it that you need a business to generate money? What is it that you want to do? Is it to pay off debt? Can you imagine not owing one single person in this world? How about buying a new home, having your own new home, turning the keys to a brand new home where you could furnish it and you could do whatever you please in that home? How about that travel vacation, that vacation that you've been dreaming about, that vacation that you've been wanting to do for so long? How about a brand new car? You know, I often say there's nothing like the smell of a brand new car. Do you want a brand new car? Or maybe it's just that feeling of financial security. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that when you discover your why, we have the way. And that way is IMMERI. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the IMMERI experience. Our mission here is to bring happiness to ourselves and our family. That's our mission. We do this with healthy products. We make products that we ourselves will use. And all of our products are made with green, natural raw materials. We have a financial rewards package that gives you financial freedom. We also focus on continuous growth, personal growth and development, reading the right things, being around the right people. We focus on growing our members. And of course, we find ways to give back to the society. Our core values, the things that we believe in, we believe that sharing is more rewarding. It is indeed more blessed to give than to take. We also believe that the more successful people we have, the more successful people will be. And so we believe in helping others to succeed. We also believe in filial piety. That means treating every single person with respect, love, and caring. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this philosophy combined with a spirit of freedom, integrity, vision, opportunity, and success form the foundation of all of the successes that we've been enjoying here at IMMERI. And our tagline, our motto is stay happy, stay simple. And we keep things very simple here at IMMERI. Let me introduce you to the chairman and CEO of our amazing company, Mr. Lau Chong Guan. He's an attorney by profession, has been in this industry for more than 25 years. He has been appointed to the higher level positions in multiple countries, in multiple in multiple companies in multiple countries. He is a leader with expertise in operational management, strategy, planning, financial management, etc. So he knows what he's doing at the helm, being our chairman and CEO. He is supported by our group senior executive vice president and president for Southeast Asia, Mr. Tan Kam Fu. Mr. Tan Kam Fu has a master's degree in business administration. He's been involved in this industry of direct selling for over 30 years. His expertise is in planning, development, and implementation of market strategies. So he is responsible for developing new markets and creating those strategies that allow us to be successful. And finally, we have Mr. Yap Yen, the Group Executive Vice President and President for the Middle East and Africa. He is also an attorney by profession, has been in this industry since 2002. He has successfully brought direct selling companies to over 30 countries worldwide. And so here, ladies and gentlemen, we have at the highest level of our company, the expertise, the integrity, and the vision of these three gentlemen taking us into 2020 and way beyond. And so let's talk about our footprint. We are already in 8 countries. It all started in China in 2016, then on to Malaysia in 2017, then Taiwan, then Ghana in 2018, Ghana being the gateway to Africa, followed by the Philippines, Brunei, then Nigeria, then on to Egypt in 2019, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are poised for continued international expansion in 2020 and beyond. Our company is indeed built to last. So this is what we've already accomplished in just the last 4 years. Our company has already generated over $280 million in sales. We have a membership of over 600,000 members worldwide. Our company has already awarded 2,800 plus members with vacation packages. And we have already awarded over 650 members with brand new cars, including 3 individuals that you'll hear about in Africa. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in this presentation, we're going to talk about the opportunity, the compensation plan, and business ownership. First, let's talk about the opportunity. You see, your decision to be a part of IMMERI is truly as easy as 1, 2, 3. At this point, this is where I say to people, put on your business hat. Don't think as an employee. Don't think of it as being from an emotional place. You know, that emotional place where people say, you know what, I've heard this before. It's not right for me. It's another one of those things. It's another one of those pyramid things. You see, that's an emotional response to what you're seeing. What we're encouraging you to do is to put on your business hat for a moment and see this through the eyes of a business person. You see, first of all, the timing and positioning couldn't possibly be any better to be involved in IMMERI than right now. Secondly, the trend. What is happening globally? What is happening in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Egypt? What is happening right now in terms of the mood of people? And finally, the market potential of the business that we're seeing that we're involved in. What is the actual market potential of this industry? And so let's talk about the timing and positioning. You see, there are 5 stages of any business, including and especially in our industry. First, there's a formulation stage. This is where the company puts things together. They put the products together, they identify who are going to be the whole, how they're going to move the product in wholesale, how they're going to move the product in retail, all of the branding in different languages, etc. That's formulation. Then comes concentration. Concentration is where the product is actually used, and now you have a lot of stories about the benefits of the product. The product is now recognized and accepted, and then the growth occurs. Massive momentum. You see, this is where the explosion happens in our industry, where people are just rushing in to get started because they see the opportunity thanks to stories of amazing people. Just as the 4 amazing ladies that you're going to be hearing from later. As those stories start to unfold, more and more people start to believe. You know, one of the things that major leaders would always say is that they wished that they had believed sooner. They wished that they had actually bought into the vision of where they were headed sooner. You see, momentum happens when that belief starts to get built. Then there's the stability stage. That's where it's no longer so much about being in business to build a network. It's now being in business to promote the product, the stability stage. Then it goes on to the breakthrough stage, where the company is very well recognized. All of the stories have been told, and now it's all about retailing of the product. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these amazing companies on your screen, Amway, Organo Gold, my very first company in this industry, Forever Living, Trevor, Herbalife, Longrich, GNLD, Edmark. I'm sure all of you have heard these names before. Why? Because they have already gone through these stages. They've already gone through the formulation, concentration, momentum, stability, and they're at the breakthrough already. It's hardly likely that you could sign up today in any of these companies, go to someone and say, hey, have you ever heard of GNLD? And they will say, no, I've never heard of it. What do they do? You see, more than likely they'd say, yes, I actually use the product. Somebody else told me about it. You see, thanks to the momentum stage, that's where a lot of the money is generated. So if you're looking for an opportunity to generate money based on timing, now is the best time, because this is where we are. We are at the concentration stage. We're about to go into momentum. Now let's look at the trend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you realize things have changed in Nigeria, Ghana, and all over Africa. Things have changed. What do I mean by that? People are looking now to create their own independent sources of income. They're not relying on their jobs. In fact, there's a post that's going around the internet about one of the banks in Nigeria actually downsizing because they realize that they could now operate without as many staff. And so many companies are going to realize, hey, during this pandemic situation, we were able to use less in order to do more. So a lot of people are now looking towards their own business. And finally, market potential. This is a $4.5 trillion market, the wellness industry. So you can now tap into a well-established industry and know that you have a business that will grow. Now let's look at our products. We have amazing, amazing products. First, let's talk about our flagship product, Vagine. You see, Vagine maintains and improves the health of a woman's intimate area, her vagina. It balances good and bad bacteria. Vagine helps the vagina to regain its immune system and increase its defensive power. Our second product offering is Vitide. Vitide is 100% soluble in water, and it contains peptides from soy protein extract. It provides the essential peptides and nutrients for vitality and strength. Our third product is Advil. The digestive enzymes in Advil, which is again 100% soluble in water, enhances the functional foods we eat, making them easier to absorb and boost efficacy, thereby helping to increase metabolism and strengthen the immune functions. So let's now look at why these products. What is so important about these products to Africa? You see, Africa, ladies and gentlemen, is the second largest continent in the world, second most populous continent. 1.32 billion people in Africa, 30.1 million people in Ghana, and 202.2 million in Nigeria. 49.1% being female in Ghana and 49.4% being female in Nigeria. Why is this important to us? It's important because of our flagship product, Vagine. You see, a very high percentage of women in Africa are affected by bacterial vaginosis. It occurs in 1 in every 3 women. It's a major problem. You see, as I said earlier, the vagina naturally balances out the good and bad bacteria to clean itself. But bacterial vaginosis occurs when the bad bacteria outnumber the good. So it's really not about poor hygiene, nor is it a sexually transmitted infection. And it can really only be treated with the right diagnosis. And it can even occur if you've never had intercourse. What are we saying? We're saying that bacterial vaginosis happens anytime something changes a woman's vaginal pH balance that alters the levels and leads to bacterial vaginosis. Things like disinfectants, some traditional medicines, some herbs, antibiotics, vaginal washing or douching, as well as vaginal deodorants. These are the things that actually contribute to bacterial vaginosis. And so it's alarming, ladies and gentlemen, that 3.7 million women in Ghana and 14.1 million women in Nigeria are actually infected with bacterial vaginosis. How they know is that it causes us a very foul-smelling discharge, vaginal itching, gray, white, or greenish discharge. We have the solution. So many women are suffering with this problem, but they are unaware that we have the solution. Our solution is Vagine. You see, our flagship product enhances the friendly bacteria. It inhibits the bad bacteria and it reduces the infection. It also enhances the self-cleansing and defense in a woman's intimate area. Vagine moistens and it tightens. What it does is that it repairs the cells. It nourishes the ovaries and it restores the elasticity of a woman's intimate area. Therefore, it improves sex life. It gives a fresh aroma and it enhances the pheromone excretion. You know, I was on a call earlier today and I heard where it was said by our president for Africa that the sales of Vagine have actually gone up because so many women are at home. They're at home with their husbands, and so they've increased how much Vagine that they actually have been using. Our products are amazing and they're working very, very well for our women. Another challenge that we have in Africa is that according to the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control, the #1 cause of death worldwide is heart disease. You see, that's the #4 cause of death in Ghana. It's #2 in South Africa, #2 in South Africa being diabetes. And in Nigeria, 29% of the population of Nigeria are infected with either diabetes, heart disease, or cancer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the solution: lifestyle beverages. We have Vitide and Advil. You see, Vitide is vitality with peptides. What it has is that it has soy micromolecule peptides. As I said earlier, peptides are really food for your cells. That's what they do. It increases immunity. It's called the golden essence for life. And so Vitide helps to protect the cells of your entire body. It slows down aging. It's a beautiful anti-aging supplement. It regulates blood pressure, restores skin and muscle elasticity, strengthens muscles, eliminates fatigue, and helps in weight loss. Our amazing product, Advil, is an addition to wellness. It contains plant-based enzymes. What this does is that it helps to break down the food we eat more efficiently. It speeds up the chemical reactions of the foods that we eat in our digestive system. And therefore, it improves intestinal health. It cleans the gut, is anti-inflammatory, prevents blood clots, prevents cancer, increases metabolism, increases the absorption of the foods we eat, and it also helps in the weight loss. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have products here that people need and want. And so imagine getting paid every time someone focuses on their health and the health of their families. With IMMERI, you no longer need to imagine. You see, we know that someone somewhere needs our product. So IMMERI offers the power of choice and represents another way that you can help people with our amazing, amazing products. So now let's turn the page. Let's talk about the compensation plan. So we've got the market potential. We've got amazing products. The timing couldn't be more perfect. What's in it for me? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we get paid in 12 ways when you share the IMMERI product line and income opportunity. Notice my key word is share. You know, so many people have been invited into IMMERI, and when I invite them, they say, what is it that I have to do? Sign up and sell. I said, no, sign up and share. Because it's when you share IMMERI, when you tell this story, that something happens. People make their own decisions. Some people want to get started and sell product. Some people want to get started and build a network, build their net worth. Some people just want to consume the product. But it all starts by sharing the story. And so let me share with you what happens in the event that people want to buy the product. You see, IMMERI allows us to earn 30 to 50% discount on repurchases. This helps to boost your retail business. It allows us to have deeper retail profits. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say you make a decision, as I did, and you got started at agency. You see, agency allows you to invest 295,930 Naira into your business. In exchange for your money, you receive 20 boxes of Vagine at a member price of 14,797 Naira. You see, we retail that at 20,124 Naira. That gives you a sales return of 5,327 Naira per box. Ladies and gentlemen, multiply by 20, that's 106,540 Naira as your profit, a 36% return on your investment. In US dollars, the agency is 805 US dollars. Again, you'll be purchasing it at a member price of 40 US dollars. We retail the product at 55 US dollars, giving you a sales return of 15 US dollars per box. So that's a return on your investment of $300. Not bad at all. Let's now go and turn the page, and let's say we've sold all of our product. We've sold the 20 boxes. Now we want to reinvest 295,930 Naira in repurchases. You see, because you got started at agency, thanks to the 30% discount, you now have 28 boxes, now at a member price of 10,569 Naira. We again retail at 20,124 Naira. That's a sales return of 9,555 Naira per box. That's a 90% margin. Ladies and gentlemen, in US dollars, again, reinvesting your 805 US dollars gives you 28 boxes of Vagine. Now at a member price, not at 40 US dollars, but 28 US dollars. Giving us a retail, selling it at $55, giving us a sales return of 27 US dollars per box. Again, 756 US dollars return. That's 90%. Amazing. Imagine building a retail business with this much potential. So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the business building through network. We earn direct and indirect sponsor bonuses when people join us in IMMERI. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say this is a typical example of what the system would look like in terms of bringing in people, multiple levels. So you see, you here, you're at the top. When you bring in someone, we call it sponsoring. When you sponsor someone, they will be coming in on what we call your first level. You could bring in as many people as you want, okay? But let's just say you brought in your first 3 people. On that first level, you earn 5% of whatever package they chose. And let's say those people now went out and they brought in other people. Guess what? You earn 5% of what these people choose as well. You see, this is how we earn direct and indirect sponsor bonuses. So in terms of money, when you bring someone in and they choose agency, you earn 14,796 Naira for their decision. Or if they get started at what we call the classic package, you earn 2,960 Naira. In US dollars, when someone signs up at agency, you earn 40 US dollars. And when they choose classic, you earn 8 US dollars. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, just how much you could earn, not only based on your efforts of bringing in people, but the efforts of those people that you have sponsored. Next, let me introduce you to our team bonus. We call it the synergistic board-breaking team bonus. And so let me show you how it looks in 3 very easy steps. Step number 1, when you join IMMERI, when you accept our invitation and you get started, you get on what we call a board, where everyone works together recruiting and bringing people into IMMERI until the board gets full. So in this example, ladies and gentlemen, you see at the top here in this structure, this is the way that it looks in our back office. So at the top, we have these people here on the upper level. And we have the lower level that's reserved for new members, new people coming in to the system. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is how it works. Let's say Beverly, this person that is second from the left, she brings in 4 people. She brings in Harry, she brings you in, she brings in Jack, and she brings in Kim. Notice that these 4 people take up the first 4 levels on the lower part of the board. Next, let's say Earl now brings in 1 person, Lisa. Lisa takes the next position. Then let's say you brought in Max, Neil, and Oliver. You brought in 3 people. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, now the board structure is full. Step 2 is where the system takes over. The system now looks to find the 2 people with the highest number of recruits or qualifications on the board. We want to make them what we call the elite. So the question is, what is the big deal about the elite? Why should you want to become an elite? Ladies and gentlemen, the person in the elite position makes the most money as the board gets full. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So in this example, what happens next is the system automatically identifies the 2 people with the highest number of qualifications, being the leaders on the board. And when the board splits, it now elevates these 2 people into that elite position. Now you see Beverly is the elite on her board, and you become the elite on your board. Very, very amazing. Step 3 is as an elite, when your new board gets full, you rank advance automatically. So you make the most money on the board and you rank advance. Let me bring this home and show you what it looks like in terms of money. So now let's say this is the structure and you are the elite. So you have successfully become the elite on the board. This is how you are paid. You see, immediately you get an elite bonus of 57,916 naira. Boom. That is an equivalent of 161 US dollars. Plus, as people get into the board in positions 1 through 7, the first 7 positions, you will earn 11,520 naira for each person. That's 32 US dollars for those 7 positions. Then, ladies and gentlemen, when the 8th person joins the board as the elite, you get 34,920 naira, whether you brought them in or not. When that 8th position is filled, you get 97 US dollars. Then you earn a promotion bonus because the board structure is full. It's like a golden handshake. That's a total, ladies and gentlemen, of 231,480 naira for people that have come in, whether you know them or not. That is a total of 644 US dollars. But what about Delia? Delia brought in 1 person. You see, because she brought 1 person in, she continues to earn as well. You see, you don't have to bring in 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 people to earn. Just with 1 person, you earn. So in this case, Delia now earns 1,800 naira for each person joining the board from position 1 through 8. This can cycle, this can get filled and cycle up to 20 times for a total of 288,000 naira. So if Delia did absolutely nothing but bring in 1 person, she can earn up to 288,000 naira or 800 US dollars. And what about Oliver? Oliver brought in 2 people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even if you brought in 2 people, you earn. So here you can see that Greg earns 3,600 naira for each person that joins the board in position 1 through 8, or 10 US dollars per person. Again, this can cycle up to 8 times. Okay, sorry, it can cycle up to 20 times, giving him 576,000 naira. Okay, or 1,600 US dollars. $80 per cycle, or 28,800 naira per cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen a system in my 8 years in this industry where you know exactly how much you're going to make as your structure gets full. It is absolutely amazing. So we have a success path here at IMMERI. All of these are board structures. You see, what I just shared with you was the associate board. But let's say you got in at the lowest level. You purchased what we call the classic package. You see, you can now build and break your board, move on from as being the elite and earn 11,837 naira. Or you could get started at the associate level. And when you move to the elite and you break your board, you would now earn 231,480 naira. Then rank advance to executive. Move towards the elite executive position, and when your board gets full, you earn 2,318,400 naira. Or rank advance all the way to the final board, the manager board. Then move towards the elite manager position, and you will earn 23,184,000 naira. That's 25,733,880 naira guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of US income, it goes elite pre-associate, $39. Elite associate, $682. Elite executive, $6,826. And elite manager, $68,265. That's $75,811 guaranteed. What we're saying here, ladies and gentlemen, is that in our success path, we allow you to grow from on the associate board, where you can earn a minimum of $721. The executive board, where you would earn $6,826, or the manager board that allows you to earn up to $68,264. Ladies and gentlemen, it's amazing. All you have to do is to get 3 associates to duplicate your efforts, and your business will grow exponentially. That is the power of duplication. We also have residual income. Your earning potential is unlimited, and you have the opportunity to build a business that achieves your financial goals. You see, we have a 5% reorder bonus. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, based on building your network down 10 levels deep. When you have people that get started and they now start to consume our products, you earn a 5% residual income. Let's say you were able to build an entire network of just 10 members from you. And those 10 members went on to invite just 10 others. Imagine a smaller team as 100 people. If they were to buy just 1 box of Vagine, that would give you a residual income of 51,000 Naira. How about if that grew to 500 people? That's a residual income of 259,000 Naira. What about 2,000 members? That's over $1 million Naira residual. What about 10,000? That's over 5 million Naira in income. Ladies and gentlemen, with a population size of over 200 million in Nigeria and 30 million in Ghana, this is inevitable. In US dollars, take a look at what this looks like, ranging from $150 residually to over $13,000 on a monthly basis. We also have a car reward bonus. As I shared earlier, our company gives away brand new cars. When you get to the rank of director, the company now gives you 5,796,000 Naira towards your very first car. And when you get to the rank of 3-star director, 11,592,000 Naira for your second car of your choice. That's $16,100 US for your first car, and $32,200 for your second car of your choice. We also have a travel incentive, a true travel reward incentive. Our company gives away free vacations, cruise vacations, trips to Bali, trips to Dubai, trips to Egypt. Where would you like to go? The trip is always worth the while when you don't have to pay for it. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have many rewards here at IMMERI. And then at the rank of diamond, you've earned your way at the top. IMMERI rewards your hard work and focused dedication to developing your business with the keys to a brand new penthouse in Malaysia valued at 300,000 US dollars. Or you could take 150,000 US dollars in cash. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is our amazing compensation plan. And you will be hearing from our amazing ladies shortly as they tell you their own stories. And so let's talk about business ownership. And to do this, I'm going to re-invite our amazing, amazing co-host for this evening, Ms. Talatu Bwai, to now unmute her mic and take us through what it means to own our own IMMERI business. Ms. Bwai?
Thank you very much for the opportunity again, sir. I want to welcome everyone on the call once again. Business ownership. Here in IMMERI, you are in your own business where you can run it at your own pace. You're not an employee, it's not a job. So you can determine how much you want to earn, and that will also tell the kind of effort, time, commitment you put into the business. So for people with big dreams, here is the right business for you. Next slide, sir. IMMERI works. IMMERI has worked for our top earners across the globe, our top earners in Ghana, in Nigeria. It has worked for me. It has worked for many others, and it's still working. All you need to do is leverage this opportunity. You can become an IMMERI associate and enjoy the unlimited potential your business has to offer. Once you get started with IMMERI, there are amazing benefits you stand to enjoy. We're speaking with our president for Africa and Middle East region. I've worked with many other companies. I've worked with top leaders. But here at IMMERI, the experience is so unique. This is where you can do business and enjoy real-time bonus. That means you earn instantly on whatever activity you do. Team bonus. In IMMERI, with one person that you introduce, you are qualified to enjoy team bonus. That means you stand a chance to earn from many other people that you don't even know. You earn from the people you met on the board. You earn from the people that join you on the board from other team members that you don't even know. No monthly volume target to maintain. Unlike other companies where it is compulsory for you to buy products every month before you qualify to earn from your own activities and that of the people you introduce. But in IMMERI, buying is conditional, it's optional, sorry, it's not conditional. So you can choose to buy or choose not to buy. But the good news here is we keep buying and buying, and we don't even want to run out of products because our products that people look out for. When you sell a box, you open doors for many boxes because it will bring the market by itself. Our products are very effective. No flushing of points ever. In other companies, what frustrates a lot of people from building in this industry is that when you're not able to meet up with a certain activity, after a period of time, you stand a chance to lose those points, and then you have to start all over again. This is not a binary system. This is not other conditional systems where you have to work with set rules. The IMMERI plan is a revolutionary plan. You don't have to worry about balancing of leg, where you are being paid based on the weaker leg. Here at IMMERI, we don't even care whether the leg is balanced or not, provided you have one person at the associate level, you start earning and you keep growing. No compulsory monthly authorship. Like I said earlier, buying here is optional. No monthly quotas to maintain a rank. In other companies, if you are a manager, a director, or whatever rank it is being called, every month you must meet up with a certain level of activity for you to earn at that rank. If not, it doesn't matter. Even if you're a director, you may earn at the rank of somebody who's just starting. If that month you don't produce the required activities to earn at that rank. Immediate payment to your bank account. Once you do an activity, you earn instantly. So you can initiate your withdrawal that moment. Maximum of 24 hours. Money get paid, money get into your bank account directly. Whichever bank it is, provided it is among the listed banks in the country where you are doing the business. You can earn direct and indirect bonus. Here in IMMERI, you earn from the people you know, you earn from the people you don't even know. That means the people you bring in, you are earning from what they do. You're also earning from what they are also bringing in as far as the people they are introducing. Here at IMMERI, we enjoy true car reward system. Now, other companies will give you a car with conditions. They will give you a car, but at the end of every month, whatever you do, a certain amount is being withdrawn from your earnings in order to pay off that car they have given you. But here in IMMERI, once you qualify for a car, it is yours. You have 100% ownership. Travel reward incentive. I was saying the other day, I look forward to travel around the world, and now I look forward ever, pray for an end to this COVID-19 so we can fly around the world with IMMERI. House reward incentive. Are you worried of how soon you can get your own house? Are you thinking about that? Is that one of your goals? Well, for me, I've seen people that I work with at civil service where they retire into rented apartments. And I told myself, I'm not heading that way. So when my eyes got open to industry, I knew I was in for something bigger. I knew I can live the life of my dreams. Our products have FDA and NAFDAC approval. So you're sure that these products are safe and approved. There are different ways you can get started with IMMERI. You can start from the lower level, which is the pre-associate level. We call it classic package. That means you can start with as low as 59,200 naira, or you start from the associate level, which is the agency package. Once you get started with the agency package, it will cost you 295,930 naira. So the classic package is $161, while the associate package is $805. And once you get started on the associate package, you enjoy 30% lifetime discount. So each time you're coming back to buy more, you're entitled to 30% discount, even if it is just a box you're buying. We also have the wholesale packages from tier 1 to tier 4. The tier 1 starts from 739,825 naira, or $2,013. Once you get started, you enjoy 20% rebate. On tier 2, you enjoy 30% rebate. On tier 3, you enjoy 40% rebate. And if you get started with tier 4, you enjoy 50% rebate. And all of these wholesale packages gives you 50% lifetime discount on your subsequent purchases. We have a support system here at IMMERI. With IMMERI, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. I've been with other companies, and all I was ever looking out for is to enjoy good leadership and mentorship. We have training and support programs here at IMMERI. We have marketing materials, videos, and all that you need to get yourself acquainted with the system and get going. And one beautiful thing that is about to happen in IMMERI is the IMMERI Growth University that is about to be launched soon for members. So once you get started, you're sure to have self-help where you can access it and do things just the way you want. Live conference calls and trainings. So we do Zoom meetings like what we are having now to expose the business. We also do Zoom meetings to train you as a new member. We also train you at different levels until we are sure you become a professional that you want to be. And then we have life-changing national conventions. Here at IMMERI, we have a proven system that has worked for many. And then you can predict just how much you can earn with IMMERI. So it's a system that gives you on a table everything that it has to offer. So all is left for you to determine how much you want and then put in the right work. And here at IMMERI, the compensation plan and everything is just very simple. If you're here on this call tonight, then I think you are joining one of the most beautiful calls we are recording ever. We had a very powerful session last week with our top earners and other top leaders around Africa. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, we are having beautiful faces here at IMMERI. We're having top leaders who have earned so well in IMMERI, who have built team of other leaders. They will be speaking and sharing from experience. So I'll urge us all to pay attention, stay tuned to the end, and then this time around, I would like to bring back my mentor, a very powerful leader, Mr. Brian Louis, to take over the call. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Talatu Bwai. I'm gonna turn on my video because I love this part of our Super Saturday. I look forward to our Super Saturday. We do our presentation every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and so I'm very excited about today. Why am I so excited? I'm so excited because I love actually being around incredible people with vision, people that take action, and people that have results, because it inspires me whenever I'm around those people. And so I'm very inspired and excited today for our Ladies' Day. Today is Ladies' Day, Super Saturday Ladies' Day. We had Ms. Talatu Bwai, the amazing Talatu Bwai, as my co-host, and now we're going to speak to these amazing and phenomenal ladies. And so the first one that I'm going to unmute, let me see if I can find you really quickly, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere. We spoke for the very first time a few weeks ago. Let me see if I can find you. Eunice, could you raise your hand? We have a lot of people. We maxed out the call. Oh yeah, there you are. I had changed my subscription, but it didn't kick in time. My subscription renews, I think it's today or tomorrow. So we maxed out our call today. So let me just unmute you, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere. Welcome to our call. You're unmuted. I'm unmuting you. Okay, I don't know why, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere, I'm hitting the unmute button.
Oh, I think you unmute the wrong person. That's you Gold. Her own is Akalegbere.
Yes, I'm seeing her here. That's the one I'm hitting. All right, let me see if maybe I can make you a co-host so that you can unmute yourself. Okay, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere, could you unmute yourself? You're okay. I don't know what's happening. I'm hitting the unmute button. I've made her a co-host, but on her side, I think she needs to hit the unmute button. Okay, you're not unmuting for some reason. Let's hope that we could get you back on. Okay, Ms. Bwai, could you give her a call? I don't know, maybe she could sign out and sign back in. In the meantime, I'm gonna go to our next amazing leader, and we'll surely come back to Mrs. Akalegbere, because I'm very excited to hear from her on our call. I'm gonna now go to Mrs. J Mama. I know her as J Mama, Ms. Joy Anyimah-Igbalajobi. I hope I got that right. J Mama, are you there? Let me find you. Joy, there you are. Unmute. Let me see if you're unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Brian Louis.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our amazing Super Saturday call today. I'm so excited to actually have you on our call. You've been an amazing leader. I've seen when you know, when you break boards, and I've listened to you when you spoke on our spotlight, and you know, I'm just so amazed by your power and your humility, and you know, the great things that everyone has to say about you are all true. So please share with us. Welcome our members and our guests, and just share a little bit from your heart, and then I'm going to ask you 3 very, very quick questions, okay?
All right, sir.
All right, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brian Louis and Mr. Talatu Bwai, for having me. I'm so privileged. I'm so happy and excited to be on the call. And I want to say thank you for the wonderful things you have been doing. It's so inspirational, it's so motivational, and our team has been benefiting greatly from what you're doing. I will say thank you very much. My name is Joy Anyimah. And my business partners and friends, they call me J Mama.
Yes.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Wow, so awesome. Well, J Mama, I'm going to ask you just a few questions. You know, a lot of people, we have a lot of guests on here, you know, a lot of people made the decision to share IMMERI with so many others. And so I want to ask you a few questions. This will give us some insight into your journey. You know, I want to ask, when did you get started, and why? What was your why, your compelling reason to get started?
Yeah, thank you so much. I actually got started on the 27th of April, 2019. A very good friend and mentor in the industry, Dr. John Mukoro, called me about this opportunity. Actually, someone has shared it with me, but he didn't follow up. He didn't sound convincing about it. But the way Dr. John Mukoro presented the opportunity to me was so, you know, motivational. And as at that time, he didn't have all the knowledge about the business, but there was key things that he saw, that the company was committed to the growth of every single individual that was joining the company. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Most times companies would come and say, okay, set up a team of about 1,000 people, then the company will come. But IMMERI was coming, having an office, equipped, staffed, and all of that, yet nothing had been done, no business yet. And the company was investing hugely, all products registered and all of that. I said, wow, this is a company to be with. And at that time, I was at a very critical point in my life because I'd gotten involved in some businesses that had gone bad, and I needed to recover. So it was a kind of a time of financial crisis. So I saw IMMERI as an opportunity to get out of that crisis and also be able to help all those who had gone into the same situation like me. So it was a big why for me. And though I hesitated initially because I had taken a break from the industry for a few months, actively, not doing anything actively. So it took me a while to, you know, consider IMMERI. But when I looked at it, that the least person that joins the company is it wins. That's why we say everyone wins in IMMERI. You come in with 59,200. You have your full products. You have referral bonus. I was listening to somebody from Warri a couple of weeks back. She said she was on the pre-associate board, and she had made more than what she invested in the business. So those are the things that, you know, struck me and are still making me move on in the industry, in the company, because everyone wins. So nobody is taking advantage of the other. And
wow,
that's a good one for me. It was a big reason for me to join, because I know it was going to liberate me and help me liberate yet others.
wow, amazing, amazing. You know, I heard you on Spotlight saying that you want to bring value. You know, that struck me so profoundly, because, you know, it spoke of really thinking about others before thinking about yourself, you know. So I was listening. I listened very carefully. I want to ask you the next question. How has the IMMERI experience changed your life and that of your family? What has changed since that day you got started?
Thank you, Mr. Brian. So much has changed. So much has changed in my life and in the life of my family. Truth be told, like I said earlier, I was in the middle of a financial crisis. So it was important that I get out or create a system that will feed and solve that problem. So IMMERI came in handy. What is more, the products were very, very useful at that time. I have a mother that's 83 years old, and she has been on alternative medicine in combination with orthodox drugs for a while. So when I began to make her use Advil and V-Tide, oh, the changes, the improvements were so massive that she took it upon herself to get registered in the business with the classic package. She got people on, we worked together, and now she's an associate.
Wow.
And she's on our board. And what is more,
amazing.
Our health has improved so well that she just told me one day, she got dressed up nicely and told me she wanted to go to the IMMERI office to meet with the management.
Wow.
The effect of the products on our health and everything. And so she went. She met Madam Quim Komodo, she met Mr. Aris, and she also met Omolala. She calls me Anne Omolala, our best friend. No, it was a wonderful, moment, and I was just so happy that, okay, this woman is finding joy, finding great health from using the products and making some money. Not that she's pushing actively, but because those who saw her being healed and who knew that there was something wrong with her were now seeing some improvement. Many of them began to join the business through her. So those were the first set of sign-ups she had. Wow. They were like, wow, if there's something she's using that is making her bounce like this at 83 years, then that thing should be something they should look at. And they started, and gradually we're moving. For me too, I'm grateful that at this point, I'm an elite manager. My husband is a manager. My daughter is an executive, and my son is an associate, elite associate.
Family business, that's awesome.
A lot has been going on. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm so excited that I said yes to Dr. John Mokoro when I did, and I hit the ground running with amazing leaders who are making things happen. So I'm really excited to be in IMMERI.
Awesome, awesome. One last question before we move on to our next amazing lady. What has been your most memorable IMMERI moment? That single moment that is your go-to moment. I have many already. I mean, I've been actively building only for like about 3 months, I'll be honest. But for me, I already have so many go-to moments in my mind. What is your go-to moment?
Wow, Mr. Brian, I have so many, like you said, but the one that strikes me the most was that moment I became an elite manager. It wasn't so much as for the fact that I became an elite manager, but the fact that somebody in my structure also hit the same rank with me. Wow. That's in person of Pat Madlion, the lioness of the savannah. I was so excited, and the way the whole thing played out, we worked together. We were even not too sure what was coming, but the input, the work, and everything, the synergy was so much that it just had to happen. Wow. In fact, I drew so much faith, so much confidence from her when things were looking unsure. She said, "Don't worry, let's just get to work. Let's keep let's keep doing what we have to do. And we did it. In fact, I had even gone to bed, relaxing, thinking that, well, let's see what happens.
Yes.
And then my husband just called me and said, do you know they are celebrating you on the WhatsApp group right now as an elite manager? I jumped off the bed and was like, wow, we made it. So I just immediately started dancing, and I called Pat, you know, thanking her for, you know, working so hard to make it happen. The synergy she created, the hard work. So it was an explosive moment for me.
Wow.
And it was also a major achievement, because most times you hear people say, it's only the people that join early in network marketing that makes it or that succeed. But with the experience I've had with Madlion is not direct to me. She's actually my second generation. But I was eating elite manager with her. So it doesn't matter in IMMERI whether you came in first or not. I was telling my team this morning, even J Mama can be bypassed. Overtaking is allowed in IMMERI. If you set your goals, if you work so hard on them, you can overtake any single person. So there's nobody, there's a superstar here. Anybody can be a superstar. All you need to do is give it your all and continue to improve. Be a learner. Be somebody of value so that you can continue to attract people of value. So I'm so excited about the success in the team. So it's not just about me. Like I always say, my tagline is keep adding value. Yes. So I keep asking myself at every point in time, yeah, I'm doing well. Who else is doing well in my team? Who else do I need to help? And as soon as I see people doing well, I see people making improvement, not just about money, but becoming better versions of themselves. It just makes me happy and makes the whole journey fulfilling and worth it. So I'm so grateful to be on this journey. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Please stay with us. Let me go really, really quickly. That was amazing. Thank you for bringing value always. I really, really appreciate it. We move now to our next amazing, amazing leader. I actually had a chance to meet this amazing woman personally. She actually came when I was in Abuja. She told me she had an event. She left that event just so that she could come and meet me in the flesh. And I'm so grateful to have met her. The very first time that I met her, I just remember this ball of energy. I'm speaking of none other than the lioness of the savannah, Mrs. Madlion Patience. Let me see if you're on. Are you unmuted?
Yeah, I'm unmuted. Hello,
awesome.
Ben.
Good evening. I'm so happy. Thank you for being here on our call this evening. I'm so excited to chat with you, as I am with all of our leading ladies. Please welcome our guests and our members.
Hello, Ben. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, okay, awesome. It's so nice to be here. I'm so excited, honestly. I've been looking forward to this evening. So I had to ask Talatu several times, is there any dress code? Are we to put on a IMMERI t-shirt? Are we to put on buba and iro? Or are we to put on, what do we put on? Because I was really anticipating this call. Because honestly, you have been a blessing to me personally, and then to the whole of IMMERI, the whole of IMMERI, as in not just IMMERI Africa, but the whole of IMMERI. So you are just a blessing. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And to my sister, she always calls me Big Sis, but she does big things. Talatu Bwai, she's a very wonderful person. Thank you so much for having me on board. I am really, really grateful, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask you really, really quickly. Same questions. When did you get started and why? What was your reason for getting started?
Okay. In 2018, my life changed. My life changed. I was married to one of the best men on earth. on the whole of planet Earth, Shadrach Madlion. And then, so we're going, we're like traveling from Abuja to Kaduna, and then we encountered kidnappers. And then he was kidnapped alongside my 9-year-old son. And then we lost him in the process. So he passed on 2018. So that 2018 saw the turn of events in my life, as in everything turned 360. In short, everything, for me, stood still. Everything stood still because my life was around my husband. We built everything together. Businesses, everything was within the both of us. As in, we were like two peas in a pod. We're like two, just everything we did together. Then he just was snatched away from me like that. And so at that point I was done. I was like, out. I was completely done. I couldn't say I gave up, because he didn't teach me to give up. He taught me that I have to go on no matter what the situation was. But humanly, seeing me with 3 kids that are already spoiled by him, I didn't know what to do. The farm was there, and then I couldn't also go to the farm because the same place where we were kidnapped or where we had that attack was where the farm was. The farm was also along Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. So I have over 60,000 capacity birds. I have a whole village of fish, but I couldn't go there because of the insecurity. So at that point, I just resolved to stay in the house, drink myself to sleep, cry as much as I can cry, pray anytime I feel like praying, as anytime I have because there are things that happen to you. Then when people say, oh, you have to pray, you just look at them and say, are you for real? Because at that point you are like, you can't even pray. I can't even find words to say to God, because I was angry that God would do such a thing to me, because I prayed my life out. I fasted, dry fasting for days, and he still went. So I needed time to really heal, to really accept that at that point, that was what God wanted from him and for my life. And now that chapter has closed, and I had to move on.
Yes.
So that was when I came across IMMERI. So the question was, how did I come across IMMERI, right?
And why? Well, we just
why? Okay.
An amazing why.
Okay, so at that point, I needed to move on. I couldn't go back to the office in the farm, or even the one we had in the town, because Kaduna at the point was like a kidnap zone. Yeah. As in, at the point, you were getting into people's houses to kidnap them from their houses. So I couldn't even stay back in Kaduna. So I moved my children partially to Abuja, so I could be going to Kaduna and back, and So I needed something to do outside the farm, outside. And I knew, deep down, that networking was the only thing that would really, really sustain me, as in that would give me quick cash. My husband calls that cash cows, low-hanging fruits, yeah. So I needed that low-hanging fruit, as fast as possible. It was only online marketing or network marketing that can give you that kind of cash.
That's it.
Okay, because if we were into the sales of tractors, the sales of farm implements, and also we are into setting up farms for people. But when will I be able to sell one tractor? A particular tractor goes for like 13 million. I could do one. When my husband was alive, he could go to the government and they can buy like 2 or 3 or 4 from him. But for me, I could do one whole year without selling one tractor. So, and I have children to feed. I had school fees to pay. So I told myself that, one, I could give up and sleep and accept self-pity. People will dash you 1 or 2 money today, and tomorrow when you call them, they won't pick your calls anymore. Or I could tighten my belt and face what is in front of me. And that is what I did. I decided to become the lioness that my husband had always trained me to be. And so I came across IMMERI. A friend of mine at one night, at a particular night like that, between me and her, we've been discussing of how I wanted to go to African countries. I didn't even want to stay in Nigeria anymore. I wanted to go to African countries that are just developing to set up farms outside Nigeria now. I was thinking of Rwanda. I was already researching. So I told her, she said she would love to join me, which is comfort, success. And she would love to join me to travel. So at one night, she just sent me some things about a company, a network marketing. I looked at it, I just laughed. You know why I laughed? Because she sends me different marketing, different online companies. So when I saw it, I didn't even look at it. I just laughed. I just closed it. And the next morning, she now called me and said, sis, you have to look at it. I said, I know they look. Look, I just tell you, I know they look. So she was like, I said, the other one, you've not even finished that one. Now you have brought on that one again, and brought on that one again. I said, so I am not even looking at it. So she now said, okay, please, can I just add you to the group? So that at least people will know that I'm the one that added you to the group. I said, if it is group, add me now. Tomorrow I will leave the group. It doesn't matter. Add me to the group. Then she added me to the group. So when she added me to the group, I saw some people that I knew from my previous business. I saw the likes of John Mokoro. I saw J Mama. I saw Sylvia Agusi, that's Sevo Ginger. And I was like, okay, there must be something here. For this crop of people to be here, there must be something here. But in short, I was not even interested because at that point, I was dealt with from the previous company we were coming from. Oh my God, we were doing police station today, yes. EFCC tomorrow. We're doing like that, like every week we're doing either EFCC or police. Wow. So at that point, I had like a checklist of what I wanted in the company. 1, they must have a physical presence in Nigeria. 2, they must be registered in Nigeria, as in registered under CAC. 3, they must have what do you call it? An account, a bank account in Nigeria. 4, they must have a tangible product I must see. Like it's tangible that I can feel, I can hold. Yes. So when they told me, okay, I married this, and I was like, I'm not interested. Then Sylvia, she called me, Sivo Ginger. She now called me, babe, I see you for group or this, that. The business. I said, see, in short, I know. At the end of the day, though, she broke it down for me. Yes. Because she even happened to know the business more than comfort. So she broke it down completely for me because at that point, they all just joined. They didn't really know business. So she was able to break it down for me. But I was not swayed by all that because I was like, until all these other 4 things I asked for are there. And so what happened was there was a wedding in Lagos. I had to go. So Sivo now booked an appointment for me in the IMMERI office. And I got to IMMERI office. And when I got there, I was blown away. I was like completely blown away because everything I wanted in a company was there. Yeah. They had a physical office. They were registered with CAC. Then they had a bank account with Zenith Bank. And they had products, physical product I could see. And then at those points, Mayan and I think Aris now did the demonstration of the products for me and all that. Then one Yusuf now did the comp plan. I other than that was that. At that point, I also told myself that I'm home completely. I just said I was home. And I was like, because when Yusuf was presenting the comp plan, just from an associate, I was like, can I go and sign up now? So he was like, no, hold on. Let me get to executive. You have never had this. I said, when you go to executive, I say, you are wasting time. As far as I'm concerned, I paid 295,930. I get product 400 and something thousand. There's no need for you to go further. Just take me downstairs. Let me register. And at the end of the day, when they say 23 million, I don't look at him and smile. I say, boy, see, we never pay this money. I said, will you guys pay this money? Are you sure about that this money will be paid? And he said, yes. And I look at it, I said, how many levels? So associate, executive, manager, you pay me 23 million. He said, yes. And I said, no, I'm going to see the word is finished. It's finished completely. It's gone. It's done. And I went down and I signed up. And there was somebody I took along with me that did the same second the person signed up too. Mm. So that is how I joined. That's how I began my IMMERI journey.
Wow, you've taught us so many things, and just all what you shared, you taught us so many things. First of all, the approach, you know, the way that you were approached, you know, bringing you into the experience. This is what we're doing here with our Super Saturday. We're bringing our guests into the experience of IMMERI. First, we heard J Mama saying that, you know, her mom enjoys it. She's happy. And here you are saying that it was a way for you to now rebuild yourself and rebuild your life after your husband passed. It's so amazing. Thank you so much, so much. Please stay with us. Please stay with us. I have one more question for all of you before we close. All right, please stay with us. Let me go really, really quickly to our next guest speaker. We have Mrs. Alheri Muks. Let me see if I can find you really, really quickly, Alheri. Okay, not seeing you on there. I think we've got to find a way to be able to find you and pin you to the top. Mr. Talatu, if you can see her.
The 10K Club.
UK Club, okay.
Yep.
What is it, sorry?
Oh yeah, quiet. Close the door.
Someone just came in and unmuted themselves. Okay, Mrs. Alheri, you're unmuted.
Oh, good evening.
Oh, there you are. Good evening.
Mr. Bwai.
Good evening. Welcome to our call. Please say your welcomes to our guests and our members. And then I'll ask you 3 very quick questions.
Okay, good evening, everyone on the call. Great leaders. I'm excited to be on the call tonight. All thanks to my great leader, Talatu Bwai, and of course, our great mentor, Mr. Brian Lewis. You've been a very wonderful person. I must confess, you brought in the light into my journey in this IMMERI business. And the light ignited, and since then, the light have just been brightening every day. So I'm excited. Once again, thank you very much, everyone on the call.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a guest speaker on our call today. I remember when we met for the very, very first time, you know, you were so shy and so, I remember, you know, you're just coming and bowing and so on. I was like, this lady is so humble, but yet so mighty. So thank you so much for being on our call. You know, for our guests, I want to ask you the same question. When did you get started and why? Why did you get started? What was your reason for making the decision to be here in IMMERI?
Okay, I got started July, to be precise, 2019. I actually heard about the opportunity April. I was added to the pioneers group, right? But then, you know, there are these friends, there are these people that are around you that will say, no, we are not doing this. No, we are doing this. So of course, there are most people you listen to. So, and I was like, why should I be talking about Virgin? Do you understand? So that alone put me off, and I said, okay, we are not doing. So I exited the group, but actually I love the people around, the people I saw in the group. Like Pat will say, when you come into any group and you see the class of people you've done 1 or 2 business together with them in the past, you know, oh, if this person is here, it means this thing is very credible, right? So, but then, of course, if your friend said no, what will you do? So I exited the group. I was actually pushing another business, but then when the whole, you know, some compensation plan, they will hide the truth. So when we got to discover that this is not going to pay us exactly what they said, I took a bow. So, well, what next? Same friend called me and said, look, I have listened to this IMMERI business again. Come and hear it. A lady will be coming from Jos. I should come and hear. So I went there that fateful day and I met Talatu Bwai. She did the explanation. But you know, there's this spirit, this mentality of, like my leader Sylvia will say, she posted on the Facebook recently, that may the spirit of Awilo Sharp Sharp leave us. A lot of us are so used to all these businesses that we will put in money today, we want it immediately back. You understand? So
no, can you say that again?
So used to that.
Say that one more time.
I mean, there's this spirit of Awilo Sharp Sharp. He's a Nigerian. So people just want to put in their money and get return immediately. So that has been the psychology behind every business. You just want to go in and come out immediately. So, you know, and of course, when I get to understand this IMMERI business, it's something I really need to settle down, follow it gradually, go by mentorship, people who are already doing the business, then I will pick it up from there. So gradually that spirit left me. So I'm in for a business that will last for a long time. Thank you. And that is just that.
Thank you so much. I love that saying. You're gonna have to teach me that saying, okay? I'm gonna have to wrap my tongue around it. I have another question for you. How has the IMMERI experience changed your life and that of your family? What has changed in you?
Oh, a lot have changed. Like at least that mentality alone, aside from the financial benefits I have benefited so much, the mentality, the mindset have developed above. The mindset I have right now, based on the class of mentorship, based on the quality of leaders we have in IMMERI, it has given me a new dynamic, a new way of thinking, a new way of hope, that with diligence, with consistency, you understand, I will get to my destination safely. Now, this is it. There are a lot of distraction here and there. But see what I did. I play the deaf ear frog game. So I am deaf. I don't want to hear. If it is not IMMERI, please don't talk to me. So that's the kind of energy I have built around this business, and consistency. I can see the power of focus.
Yes.
Every step by step by step, my success is being revealed. I'm getting closer to my dreams. I'm getting closer to my destination. So it's an awesome moment, honestly.
Wow, you know, I'm hearing the growth. It's the amazing thing in IMMERI, and I mean, my own personal journey in IMMERI is that, you know, I'm so blessed to be around people that are growing. And I could tell you, Alheri, just listening to you, I'm hearing your growth. I'm hearing that you're coming into your own, which is something that I was sharing with you while I was in Abuja. I was saying, you know, come into your own. You can do it. You can just grow your legs and you shadow and duplicate what our amazing Mr. Talatu Bwai has done. I have one more question for you really quickly. What has been your most memorable IMMERI moment?
Wow. I can say the most memorable moment. The first day you step into Abuja, I think you brought a light.
Wow.
A light, I don't know where it shined from, right? Immediately I saw you, the light ignited. And then the next minute, I discover I was making moves, making calls, fear disappeared, and then I broke my board. Now there's one thing that gives me joy in this business. The fact that you're able to do something and it caused a massive positive disruption in the entire system, positive disruption, that alone gives me joy. So I was like, wow. It all started from 159,000 Naira registration, classic registration, while Prince was celebrating, oh, I'm now associated elite, you know, And then someone was celebrating, I'm now an associate, and someone was celebrating, I'm now an executive. The next person is saying, oh, I'm now a manager. Then the next person, two people were saying, I'm the next thing we hear, oh, there's a director, there's a one-star director. That alone gave me so much joy.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something again. Another thing is sitting at the comfort of your home, and then someone is working somewhere across the country, across the globe, and then a board break. And you just open your board and you see somebody have landed. And then your rewards are smiling at your back office. And then all the distance between you and that point in your back office for you is just for you to click, and it is PM in your account. That joy, that's in short, that's what is driving me much more crazy about IMMERI, honestly.
Wow, this is an amazing call. You know, I'm sure that our guests that are on here, you know, I have guests that have joined the call, as well as there are many guests that are on here. I'm sure that they're getting the picture from you amazing ladies. Please stay with us. And let me just zero back across. Let me see if we can get back to Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere. I have you unmuted. Are you there? I think I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Brown.
Awesome. Welcome to our call. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that you're able to join us. Please welcome our guests and welcome our members.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown. I'm so sorry because we had a heavy rainfall in my area. That was why the network was so bad. So welcome everybody on the call this evening. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, Mr. Brown, for you to inviting me tonight on the call. Thank you so much, Miss Talatu. I'm so grateful with you. I'm so grateful, Mrs. Alheri. Welcome, my leader, Mama J. Welcome, my sister, Madlion. Welcome tonight. I'm so grateful to be in your midst tonight. Thank you so much.
Wow, you know, when we met for the very first time, you know, I remember that conversation that we had, and it was just so moving. You know, I'm like I said, I'm in awe of these very powerful women here at IMMERI. So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions really quickly. Same question: when did you get started and why?
Oh, I started in IMMERI. I started in IMMERI 2018. That was October 2018 in Ghana. Then, because of the trouble we normally met on the road coming from Ghana with product to Nigeria, it was not easy. So I couldn't follow up the IMMERI business. I can say I started fully in IMMERI when IMMERI came to Nigeria. That was April 2019. That was when I came fully in IMMERI. And when I started IMMERI, the main reason why I committed myself to IMMERI was that when you are dealing with people you know the ability, people you know what they can do, people you know that these people, they are reliable. You don't have any fear in working with them. I have been working with Mr. Yap. I've been working with Miss Queen. I've been working with Mr. Harris. My own case is different from what my leaders have said. These people, I knew them since 10 years ago. So I know what they can do. I know what they cannot do. That was why I was so much confident with them when I heard of IMMERI. And when I heard of IMMERI, I went to Ghana. I saw my able leader. We were in the same business together before, and I know him. When we were doing the other company, today his health is not okay, tomorrow his health, the next day his health. And I saw him looking so plumpy. That is Mr. Jonas. He's a man I trusted, a man with honor, a man with respect. So when I saw him, because we have been doing a business before, when I saw him, I asked him, you look so good. What is the secret? He said, wow, that Vitide and the Advil has been a source of his health. That is, since he started using Vitide and the Advil, his health has restored.
Amazing.
I was so happy. I was so amazing when he said that word. From there, I said, wow, this changed this, my brother life. Somebody I knew, his health like this. IMMERI is good to go.
Wow, amazing, amazing. How has the IMMERI experience changed your life? What has changed in your life? I mean, I heard that Mrs. Alheri talking about dancing. I saw a video. I have a little secret. I saw a video of when you had someone drop on your board and you saw over ₦1 million just drop into your structure. I have a video of you praising God.
Yeah, that has been my inspiration because I don't do without him. In the first place, before I joined IMMERI, I said, is there any reason for me to be alive without doing something remarkable in this world? I have to do something remarkable. When I look at a woman like Oprah, I see what she is doing as the woman. When I look like the late Dora Kunyen, I see what she is doing as a woman. When I see other women on top, I see what they do as a woman. I say, me, myself, I have to do something, even though I have been in this business for the past 20 years. I have ride brand new cars, more than 12. I have traveled 11 countries without my 1 naira. I have done so many things with this industry. But when I look at the marketing plan of IMMERI, I say, wow, this is IMMERI, we are good to go. One is this, there is no target in IMMERI.
Amazing.
Other one, before you collect car, they will ask you to do this and do this before you collect it, and you must do it under 6 months or you must do it under 1 year. But in IMMERI, this one, if you like, it depends on you. If you like it,
I think we may have lost you. This is Eunice, are you there?
the fire in me rise up.
I think we lost you. Okay, Mrs. Akalegbere. Okay,
Can you hear
muted
me?
now. Yes, now we can hear you. I'm sorry, you got muted for some reason. We can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, it's raining, that was why. So I was so motivated when Talatu brand Talatu came into my network. When I went to Abuja, I met a woman like Alheri. I met Abuja Mo. I met so many of them. We sat down together. We were all happy. Meanwhile, the business have not given us what we want. But seeing the marketing plan of IMMERI and where we are heading to.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, let me ask you one final question.
Where we are heading to. And where we are heading to. That motivated us so much. All of us will join in. It's not all about, I will call you back now. It's not all about me. It's not all about me. It's all about my team. All about just like what happened yesterday. Somebody just came up, elite executive, and she called me and was so happy. in my team. I was so happy. And when somebody like that are happy with you, I believe the thing is recorded. You yourself will be happy. So I'm so happy with IMMERI business. I'm so happy with the marketing plan. I'm so happy with the caliber of people I met in IMMERI. I'm so happy with the caliber of people that God gave me in my team.
Wow, amazing, amazing. I have two last questions, but let me ask you, what has been your most memorable IMMERI moment, that single moment that has stood out for you so far in your IMMERI journey? What would that be?
Of course, Mr. Brown, it's so much. I cannot say it all, but 1 and 2 is the one I will say. The first one is this. I remember when IMMERI organized a charity home for the less privileged in Ghana. When I got there, honestly speaking, I was so happy. Tears of joy came out from me because I have been into different companies. We are making a lot of money. The company themselves are making a lot of money. None of them have remembered this charity home people. None of the less privileged. None of them have remembered them. But look at IMMERI. Under 1 year in Ghana, they remembered these people. All of them, they were so happy that very day. We were all dancing together. We were all eating together. We were all happy together, including Mr. Yap. It's never happened in any other company. Wow. And again, look at me, a single-handed person, a widow, training my children in a level I want to train them just because of IMMERI. I can post that I can pay their school fees, even the one abroad, the one in Nigeria, without pains. So it has been a smooth journey with me in IMMERI.
Wow. Oh, amazing, amazing. You know, as I said, you know, I have guests, we have members with guests. You know, my final question, and I'm going to go backwards through you amazing, amazing ladies. What would you say to the guests, the guests that are here that are not yet members of IMMERI? They have not yet made their decision to get started at Classic or agency or wholesale. What would you say to them right now if they were sitting in front of you, having seen the presentation and listened to you amazing, amazing ladies? What would you say to that person?
What I would say to them is this. They are here, they had it all. Now what remains is there is nothing like tomorrow. Let them get started, because in IMMERI, everybody wins. Now, if you are thinking of brand new cars, IMMERI is there for you to give you brand new. If you are thinking of having house of your own, IMMERI is here to give it to you. If you are thinking of travel all over the world without spending your 1 naira, like me, IMMERI is there for you. So what else are you looking for? There is nothing like saying tomorrow, or I will. No, instead of saying I will, do it now, because IMMERI is a place to be.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere, for being here with us today for our Super Saturday training, Super Saturday presentation. Thank you so much. Going back up to Mrs. Alheri.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
There. Let me unmute you. Same question I'm going to ask you for our guests. I have a guest, John, my neighbor, who's on here, Mrs. Franco Okolo, who's here as a guest. What would you say to our guest? Mrs. Alheri, you're unmuted.
What I will say to the guests, this opportunity it's something they should take a quick advantage of. Why? Because such an opportunity, it's a great one. I treated this my opportunity with a sense of urgency, Because when I heard about the opportunity, I did not have physical cash at hand. But guess what? I quickly remember one of my mentors said there are 5 levels of money: credibility, integrity, relationship, and cash is even the least form. So I quickly go into promoting this business, and I got 7 agencies that very moment.
Wow.
And I swing into action. Please, whoever is on the call this night, make sure you source and come on board. There's no time to waste.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm rolling back up to the lioness of the savannah. I'm rolling back up to the lioness of the savannah. And actually, I have one question. You know, Mr. Talatu Bwai doesn't keep me slipping at all. She said, you did not ask the lioness for her most memorable moment. So let me ask you. Thank you, Mr. Talatu Bwai, for always keeping me on my toes. So when was your most memorable moment here at IMMERI?
Hello. I have like several moments, several aha moments, so many of them. But one of the most memorable for me was when I traveled to China. Because at a point, you just realize that so many things can be said to you by companies. They can come and say, oh, we are this much, we're this big, we're this. And then at the end of the day, when you get to their home country, they're actually very, very small. And when the operations expands or explodes, some of them might just pack up and leave because they don't have the capacity to like hold the explosion. So I decided on my own to take a trip to China to see for myself how big IMMERI is in China. Because at that point, I had already registered. I was even already an executive. But you know that kind of, you have this kind of feeling because I kept discussing, people, you know how it is in MLM, in Madlion marketing. Oh, my company is this massive. We have this here. We're even building a factory in Lagos. It's like that. It's massive and like that. So you want to also say something, but you don't know this company to their home country, to the head office. So you are not that confident. You're just saying what somebody else has told you. And then the person that has even told you is still the management that told you this is how big we are. Nobody has already actually gone to see for outside the management. So I took up I took up that responsibility to just go on my own. And so I spoke to the vice president. I said, I would be going to China. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'll be going to China. So I wouldn't mind you giving me the address of IMMERI address.
I think we just lost the lioness of the savannah. Ms. Bwai, did we lose the lioness?
I think we lost her, maybe her network.
Okay, all right. So hopefully she'll come back on. I will leave her unmuted and hopefully she'll come back on. We'll roll right now back up to J Mama. J Mama, same question, final thought. What would you say to our guests that are here right now listening to our presentation? All right, I think you're unmuted now. J Mama, you are unmuted. All right, I think maybe, okay, I can hear you now. Okay, I think maybe she has power problems as well. I see a number of people just got bumped off. All right, are you there? Joy, are you there? All right, I think we had a lot of problems, but thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. We got a lot of value. Okay, go ahead.
I'm back.
Okay, awesome. We lost you for a minute there. All right.
I'm so sorry. Okay,
All right.
so my I decided to go to China. I told the vice president if she could give me the address, and then she said that she would be very delighted to even talk to the CEO that I'll be coming to China. And I thought most companies that had something to hide might just be like, they might not play you around. But to my surprise, I go to China and I got picked by the PA to the CEO. Apparently he's about the only one that speaks English. And I got picked by the PA. The CEO sent his PA to pick me up with his driver. And I was amazed. I'm like, small me. And they put me in a hotel, massive executive suites, 20s, I think the 18th floor in the Sheraton. So I stayed there, but I was wowed, but I was still waiting to see the office and then see the factory. You know, because I was told that the only factory in China at that point was the Virgin factory, which was even most important to me because that is what I wanted to see. Because anybody that you're talking to about the Virgin, they will tell you that the woman's intimate part is very sensitive, and so they want are you sure? Are you this? So I want to have that confidence to say, see, I've been there. I've seen all the certification. I've seen all heights. So I was now taken to the the office in China. My goodness, when I sat with the CEO, okay, so the office is big, fine. But my aha moment was when I sat with the CEO and I was like, sir, all this money that you're mentioning, we are like over 200 million people in Nigeria. If 1 million people comes into IMMERI, that means 23 million times 1 million. Will you be able to pay? And then he just laughed. I was like, yes, that's everything that we are being paid is actually being worked for by us. And then what happened that they had just reversed the role in MLM. And so they're giving more to distributors and then the directors are taking less. That's about 70-30. So that they reverse the rule that instead of the distributors getting 30, the distributors are now getting 70, while the owners of the companies or the directors are now getting 30. And with that 30, that they have been able to even multiply it several times over. And that it is, the Bible said it is more blessed to give than to receive.
Yes.
I was like, wow. I was really, really wowed. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm home. Because I'm dealing with people that are very, very, very plain, as in very upfront, as in they don't have anything to hide, and they're not greedy. So I had at that point was my turnaround in my IMMERI business. Because I became more confident, more fearless, more determined, more in short, I became like a razor, like razor sharp. So I became like razor sharp to like get anybody I can get, because I knew that IMMERI, you know what they call it, IMMERI will blow. I knew that IMMERI will blow in Nigeria. Yes. But I asked myself, when it begins to blow, where will I be? Where would I be? So at that point, I was like really, 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 really ready to like take the business to the next level. Wow. And it worked for us because I from China, I was sending pictures and people began to develop a lot of interest in IMMERI. And even from China, I signed up somebody. So it's an awesome, that's my aha moment.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So you see, again, we're learning from you ladies. The belief is what really allowed you to elevate your business. You believed when you saw to believe. And so seeing the facility being treated by the CEO of the company. It serves to raise a belief. And you know, it's so amazing that you have this story to bring back to us, someone that has seen and now believe. And so one last question before we go back to J Mama for her final thought. For all of the guests that are here, what would you say to the guests that are yet to join us here at IMMERI?
Okay, so for the guests, I'll ask you one question. What do you want? Because in IMMERI, we have everything lined up. It's like, you know, in IMMERI, IMMERI is about the only company that you have as an upfront. You know what you're going to earn from the beginning. You know when the Bible said that God knows the end from the beginning, yeah? So in IMMERI, you already know that when I become a manager, I mean a director, I'm earning about $76,000 on one account. So at that point, what do you want? Is it financial freedom? Is it security to your prospects or to your distributors? Because when you pay that money, you are giving product what's over that money. So what is your risk? What is the risk in this business? I don't see any risk. So what are you waiting for? The truth is that the earlier you join, it's either you join today or you join tomorrow. You will still join.
Yes.
Because like I said, IMMERI will blow. Yes. When people know the compensation plan is off, the compensation plan is crazy now. It's madness. The compensation plan is madness. I analyzed what happened on my board some days ago. A manager from Ghana dropped on my board. I earned 1.1. The remaining 5 people on my board earned 115,000 naira each. Then the last person earned 57,000 naira. Which other company does that? So in IMMERI, everybody earns. Everybody, once you earn from the effort of others, like people that you don't even know. And that is the sweetest part of it. As in, you can be at home, somebody does something somewhere, and then you earn somewhere else. It's awesome. So I urge you all to come on board like right now, like now, because we are moving. It's a trip. Yes. And we are moving. We're getting to the permanent site. So just join us right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So much, Pat Madlion. You know, I really appreciate you taking the time to be on here. I'm just going to go very, very quickly to J Mama. Let me make sure that you're unmuted so that you can now share a final thought with us as we bring our Super Saturday to a close. J Mama, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Brian Louis, I'm here. Thank you so much.
Awesome. A final thought. What would you say to the guests that are here right now with us?
Yeah, I want to appreciate all the guests on this call, and I say to you, congratulations on this opportunity. And I'll say to you what Dr. John Mukoro said to me when he was showing me the opportunity. I was so analytical. In fact, recently I lay hands on the audio conversation we had because my phone recorded that conversation. And I was analyzing and almost paralyzed myself, trying to analyze the business. And he just told me, you know the way he talks, he doesn't talk too much. He said, J Mama, if you don't join the business today, 3 to 5 months down the line, you must surely join. And immediately the fear of missing out, gripped me so hard. And I was like, are you serious? That means something huge is coming. This is a renowned man in the industry, and he's telling me this. That means he has seen something. So I'm saying to everyone on this call today, we have seen something in IMMERI. We have not just seen, we have been the guinea pigs. We have gone through the process. The same Dr. John Mukoro I'm talking about, who spoke to me on the 27th of April 2019, has earned the 23 million naira we're talking about. I am on the same elite manager position, poised to earn my own 23 million naira. What if I had, doubted him or I had overanalyzed? Because I didn't say this earlier, I actually got signed up the same day, just a few hours after this whole conversation started. I was still hesitating, but thanks to my husband, the popular J Papa, he just sent money for both of us. Bro is telling you something, showing you something, you are analyzing. You must have seen something. So friends on this call, we have seen something. We have experienced something. We have gone through the process. The lioness has told you that she has been to the factory. She was there doing videos and sending us pictures. To be frank with you, like she said, that changed a lot of things in this business, because many of us were still skeptical about whether the company will be able to pay, whether the company will be a sustainable one. But when we saw the huge organization, the kind of people and structures behind the company, we had no option but to devote ourselves to it. So everyone on the call, please get signed up today. IMMERI is a fantastic business. You can get signed up and get on a board today, and then your activity will begin to pay people money, such that, you know, everyone earns. And the same way, someone else signing up might pay you money right away if you do the right things. So please join us. IMMERI is a compensation plan. I call it a compensation plan because many of us have been in this industry for a while and we have seen a lot. I joined in 2012. I know what we have suffered. I know what people have suffered. IMMERI is here to compensate us. Nobody should miss this opportunity. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, ladies. A round of applause for all of you. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to have been here today to share this time with you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere. Thank you so much, Mrs. Joy Anyimah. I hope I got that right, J Mama and J Papa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Madlion Patience, the lioness of the savannah, and of course, Mrs. Alheri Muks. I'm now going to open the mic to Mr. Talatu Bwai to just say good evening, so that actually, Mr. Talatu Bwai, you get to close the call. Over to you. You're still muted. Right, you're unmuted now. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, everyone. Our beautiful super ladies that made our super Saturday really super. I see our one-star director, Reverend Daniel Sekwe, on the call, and our #1 first director, Dr. John Mukoro. They call him Woman Rapper. He said, if a woman gets the vision, she goes all the way out for it. I think I'm going out for more women. And you can see what they have done tonight. And we also have his wife on the call, Linda Mukoro. Special thanks to you, ma'am. Our own prof of IMMERI, Akim Barreto, the great, on the call, and his beautiful wife, Adejumoke Barreto. We have Albert Akun on the call. We have our own Pastor Chinwe, Nigerian Ghanaian, on the call. We have Mama Yuyu on the call. We have our own Andara Special, Hajara Elgado, Maimuna Ahmed. I have my own guest on the call, sorry, Zita. When I shared on Facebook this morning, she said, what is it all about? And she just messaged me, she said, I'm so into this. Thank you very much, ma'am, for staying to the end. We have our beautiful manager, Priska Ozioma, Ralph Johnson, Sophia Idris. We have Big Ruby, Mr. Patrick Eluku, Zainab Adamu, Nkechi Ameshi, Mr. K on the call. We have our own Austin Nolly on the call, Louis Umera, Jonathan Affle, John Egunjobi, Janice, Grace Bwai, so many leaders, Nura from Sokoto, our soon-to-be executive. We have Denike Ebenezer Osu, Idugo, Chidima, Cecilia Kwata, Bomataria, Bolanle Salaudin, Bobby Sunshine, Aima, Bernard, Agnes, Ada Stella, and so many others. Please, if I don't call your name, bear with me. We're so glad to have you on the call tonight, and thank you for making this call a special one. Do have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to celebrating each and every one of you. Stay happy, stay simple. Thank you, Mr. Brian.
Awesome, awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us. It's now time to close down the curtains. It's been an amazing, amazing time. We went a little bit over, but I'm sure it brought high value, as J Mama would say. So join us for our next online IMMERI presentation on Tuesday, where we do this again at 7 p.m. for our guests. Feel free to join us. I'm now being forced to open the number of people that can really be on this call, so I'm going to make sure that we can get some more people on. Last week we had over 300 attempts to getting into the call, so be sure to be here early. For the guests, please get back to the person who invited you and say yes. Overwhelmingly yes. And don't get started now, get started right now. So on behalf of my co-host, Mr. Talatu Bwai, and all of our amazing, amazing speakers, thank you for joining us here on Super Saturday. We'll see you on Tuesday, Thursday, and once again next week, Saturday, for an even more amazing, amazing Super Saturday call. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. And as we say at IMMERI, stay happy, stay simple.